With September's Games with Gold announcement being a disappointment to many out there, people were starting to worry that Xbox Game Pass would suffer the same fate for the month, but I am happy to report that is not the case. Xbox Game Pass new additions for September are great, and honestly, this is the best month for the young service yet. What is going on, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. And oh boy, how things changed just over the course of 2 days. I think on Monday, we were lamenting the fact that Xbox Games with Gold was very lackluster, especially when compared to Sony's offering of God of War 3 and Destiny 2. But a couple days later, here we are, and I'm giving credit to Microsoft for providing an amazing lineup for September for Xbox Game Pass subscribers. So you're going to get 10 games, and I have played 7 of them, and I honestly think each one of those 7 games that I've played are really good, and there's something here for everybody. So let's actually get into the 10 titles that you can experience starting on September 1st. And the big headliner, although I think this is really headlined by 3 games, is the Halo Master Chief Collection, which was announced at Gamescom to be coming to Xbox Game Pass on September 1st. If you don't know, Halo Master Chief Collection features the remastered campaigns for Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, Halo 2 Anniversary, as well as Halo 3 and Halo 4. ODST is added as well, and there is some talk recently of 343 adding Halo Reach. So if you're a huge Halo fan and you don't own the title yet, obviously this might be the month to sign up and experience Master Chief Collection. But it's a little bit more than that, because 343 literally just fixed the game, so the multiplayer actually works. As some of you may recall, when the game originally came out in 2014, it didn't work at all. In fact, it's one of the biggest black eyes that Xbox has as a gaming company, in my opinion. But they went back, they fixed it, they gave it the 4K treatment, so if you're on Xbox One X, it's enhanced in 4K HDR, it runs at 60 frames. And you know what? It's worth replaying those timeless campaigns, except for maybe Halo 4. I'm not that big of a fan of it. But I honestly want to get back into some of the multiplayer before the big holiday rush of titles comes in. And it's nice to see, this game probably is going to be boosted. The multiplayer lobbies are going to be full, considering Xbox Game Pass users. It's going to be available to everybody in the service, and Microsoft has repeatedly said that if you put a multiplayer game in Game Pass, people flock to it. Now, the other game that people have been asking for some time is hey, we want a third-person, single-player, story-driven, cinematic adventure game added to Game Pass. And if you're one of those people that have been asking for that, well, you got your wish, because Xbox exclusive, well, I guess it's also on PC, so Microsoft exclusive Quantum Break finally hits the service on September 1st. It's from Remedy Entertainment, makers of Alan Wake, as well as the upcoming Control, and you play as Jack Joyce in this time-traveling adventure where you're trying to take down Monarch Solutions. This game came out, I believe, in 2016, if I'm not mistaken, back in April. I really enjoyed the title. I didn't have a YouTube channel at that time, but if I did, I would have given it an 8.5, but I'm a sucker for time travel stories. It's a really good time, and only for $10 you can get to experience not only Quantum Break, but Master Chief, as well as all the other games in the service. So I think it's definitely worth a playthrough and worth the 8 to 10 hours of your time that it takes to go through the campaign. There is that live action stuff that they added 4 episodes. Maybe you want to watch that, maybe you don't, but I think it's definitely worth a playthrough, and I'm happy that more people will get to experience Quantum Break with Xbox Game Pass. Now, the third title in this kind of triple headliner for the month of Game Pass is Onrush, which is what you're seeing here on screen. So Onrush is actually a relatively new game. It came out in June. It just had a free weekend a couple weeks ago on PlayStation as well as Xbox. It's from Codemasters. It's from the devs who made MotorStorm and Drive Club. I have a review up on the channel. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a really fun experience. Kind of Burnout meets Overwatch. And it's really like high tempo excitement and a lot of fun. There's a lot of different modes And it's not really so much about racing, but rather kind of getting points for your team and all the different scenarios that the game plays out. I'm actually really excited they added this to Game Pass because they laid off most of the studio, so it doesn't seem like the game sold very well. And it is a very online heavy focused game. It's a 5v5, so getting more people to play with, because you can play it in co-op, and against is always a good thing. So this game probably is going to receive a second chance at life, just like Halo Master Chief Collection. And I think if you take the time and download this title and actually give it a chance, you'll find that you'll probably really enjoy it. And it's going to be interesting to see how Game Pass really affects a game like Onrush, a game that is, well, very new, but didn't set the world on fire. So I'm actually kind of interested in seeing how everything here unfolds. Now, we also have Avon Colony, another game that I have a review up on the channel. It's a sim builder. So basically, you take on the role of a governor who must oversee the Aven expedition on an alien planet of Avon Prime, a moon that orbits a massive gas giant that many light years from Earth. And you must grow this tiny, vulnerable colony into a massive, sprawling sci-fi metropolis while battling everything from social policies to giant space sandworms. If you played City Skylines or any of the games like that, you know what to expect here. You drop in there and you build your city. And, you know, if you enjoyed cities, you're going to really enjoy Avon Colony. And that's one of the things I like about Xbox Game Pass, is each title here is completely different. You have Halo Master Chief Collection, which is a first-person shooter with multiplayer. You have Quantum Break, which is a third-person single-player cinematic story game. You have Onrush, which is kind of a multiplayer-heavy driving experience. And then you have Avon Colony, which is a building game. And that's not it. Next up, you have Shadow Warrior, which is one of the 3 games I haven't played in this thing. So it's developed by indie studio Flying Wild Hog. Shadow Warrior is a 2013 reboot of the 1997 classic first-person shooter. It tells the offbeat tale of a corporate shogun named Lu Wang, who is ordered to find legendary blade of limitless power by his employer, Zilla Enterprise. It's supposed to be pretty ridiculous. I haven't played it though, so I really don't have any opinion on it. Another game that you can get your hands on, and I have a review up on the channel for this, is Skyforce Reloaded. Skyforce Reloaded seamlessly blends the gameplay from classic arcade shoot-'em-ups with modern visuals and design. Now, this is a game that you can spend a ton of time in. It's a shoot-'em-up with some pretty damn good graphics, and it is quite addictive. I definitely recommend you guys check it out with Game Pass if you get the opportunity. Another title here that I had the chance to play and I actually think is really good is Snake Pass from Sumo Digital. It is a physics-based platformer where you play as a snake and you slither, coil, and climb around Avon Thor in a quest to reunite the missing keystones with the magical gates. If you want to see a review for this game, it's on my channel, and it's actually quite fun. It's a physics-based platformer. It's really interesting how you gotta like wrap the snake around different objects and get, you know, across gaps and stuff. Quite cool. Another game that I played that is in Game Pass is InnerSpace, which is I have a review up on the channel, and it's created by Polynight Games, a small team of 7 developers. InnerSpace is a beautiful space exploration game with no horizons. You'll navigate breathtaking landscapes and submerge yourself in lost oceans in your search for the ancient gods of the Inverse. I think it's a game I gave a 7.5 to. It's one of those kind of chill experience exploration type of games. You kind of fly around. There's really no way to get hurt. You just kind of look for things. It's got some really interesting aesthetic choices as well as some great music. So that is one of the other games coming on September 1st. The other couple games that I didn't get a chance to play are Manuel Samuel, which is a very unique game from the team at Perfect Paranormal, which features one of the most memorable control schemes in recent years. After Samuel dies and makes a deal with the Grim Reaper, he must survive for a whole day by controlling his entire body manually. From working and driving to even blinking and breathing, every minute task is your responsibility. I didn't play this one, but I hear from people who have that it is actually quite funny and good, so you might want to check that one out. And the last game on the list is Giana Sisters' Twisted Dreams, which is created by Black Forest Games. It's a fast-paced, frantic platformer with unique gameplay twists. In addition to plenty of old-school, retro-era platforming, you'll be able to warp Giana's dreams to change up your abilities in an effort to better battle the twisted creatures living within them. So those are the 10 games that we'll be getting for September, and who knows, they might actually add more throughout the month, as they added Doom as well as Rage last month, halfway through. So you never know, you actually might get more games, but I'm honestly impressed with the selection and variety here. We mentioned you have Halo, which is a first-person shooter. You have Shadow Warrior, which is a first-person shooter, but kind of a more of a offbeat version of it. You have Quantum Break, a third-person cinematic action game. You have Onrush, which is a racing game. You have Avon Colony, which is a city builder. You have Skyforce Reloaded, which is a shoot-'em-up. You have Manuel Samuel, which is a game where you control each of the person's limbs. You have Snake Pass, which is all about the puzzle platformer as you guide a snake through a whole bunch of levels. You have Giana Sisters, which is like a retro arcade platformer. A lot of stuff here for everybody, a lot of different tastes of different genres, and honestly, 7 of the games in here are highly recommended by me. I think each one adds something to the service, and I think is worth at least checking out. But hey, those are my thoughts for Xbox Game Pass for September. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it out on Twitter, hit that subscribe button if you're new, hit the notification bell if you always want to be notified, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see everybody in the next video. Later, guys.